Hello. How you doing? It's time to go to a new planet. Alright, what gave me away this time? The restless fidgeting, I suppose. Seeing you in that state, I can only assume one thing. Indeed, owing to the tireless efforts of our research team, our next coordinates are set. After careful analysis of the Voyager's navigational chart, we've determined that our next destination shall be EG-19. I knew it was coming and still it grates my poor ears. I shall amend that INSPED designation at once. By all means, my friend. I'm told that compared to Ozus, this new star bears rather more overt traces of Voyager habitation. In time, we'll refine our understanding of their culture, and if we're lucky, make contact with some living descendants. Well then, whatever are we waiting for? Come along, yo. We set forth onto a new frontier for the Cosmic Exploration Initiative. There's no telling what awaits us at EG-19, but with the tools we now have at our disposal, I just know we'll find something incredible. Once we've all made ready, I shall summon the good Captain Cruisingway and have her bring us aboard. From Aetherius to the moon of Fana to Odysseus, I can scarcely imagine where this journey will take us next. The Voyagers charted this course, and I'm keen to follow it. We meet again, yo. It's always a pleasure to be your captain. Tell me, darling, are you prepared to heat things up? To EG-19 then. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy the ride. All passengers ready and willing. For better or worse, our destination is teeming with aether. There's no telling what's arisen from the primordial boon, so we should exercise all due caution. Routing engine output to anti-gravity thrusters, ignition and liftoff. Aligning with stellar current. Coordinates set for EG-9. Galactic Way, engage. Whoa. Cosmohopper disengaged. Move as characters, wouldn't you say? Breathtaking. Oh. Near the whole star is covered in trees and amid them a metropolis, more than a subtle hint of habitation indeed. With that I could trace the voyagers' footsteps to learn the lives they led under those verdant canopies. I know not what they named this realm of eternal spring, but we shall call it auxesia. No two descents ever feel quite the same, do they? I eagerly await my chance to explore. Here we are at E19, henceforth to be known as auxesia. So, as you can see, we've constructed our port in the heart of the ruins. From the looks of it, some generation of voyagers may have used this area for the very same purpose. Excellent. I was waiting for you lot to come and grant this star a proper name. Well met, Delise. Hard at work already, I hear. And that work will proceed all the more swiftly with Yo's presence. As before, I am to lead the research team here on auxesia. I expect we'll cross paths on the expeditions ahead. What news from your preliminary surveys? Through liberal use of pruning shears, we've uncovered urban ruins with arcane architecture unlike aught recorded thus far. Whereas the structures on Osis were built through the simple repositioning of stone, these were all but sculpted from flora. You have heard the theory that this star could be the Voyager's homeland. Well, having seen its sophistication for myself, I may well have to subscribe. Yet the city appears to have been abandoned for quite some time. We've seen naught to bolster our hopes that descendants of those who left Osis remain. Did they die out, or is there yet more to this tale that meets the eye? If Osis and its Hedra are any indication, our answers await deep in the ruins. Like as not, but have care when exploring. Whatever magic maintains this city is active in some form. The periodic petal showers, for instance, appear to accelerate decomposition by means of greater microbial activity, thereby separating foreign matter from the more easily incorporated into sediment. Oh, given our nature, I imagine we loppers fall into the foreign matter category. I should hate to be separated in a more forceful fashion. Wander with the utmost caution, and be sure to report any hints you discover as to the Voyager's fate. There remains a multitude of possibilities to explore, and I shan't rest ere we reach a satisfactory conclusion. I dare say there are no fewer missions ahead of you, Yo. But do remember to check your exo tablet for progress reports and my messages, lest I send commanding way to fetch you directly. Now then, duty calls. Likewise. I spy no shortage of nameless novelties. I'll sing you anon, yo. Nice. Okay, so the tour is not ready yet. Limited time quests. Greetings, madame. Pray forgive me my presumption, but you are an adventurer, yes? You've the unmistakable air of the worldly sort. Courageous, diligent, hardworking, and generous with your time, I should hope. I am Ollier, and I serve as one of the many attendants at the Mandeville Gold Saucer. The famed Make It Rain campaign is currently underway, and we come to Old Dog to promote the festivities. If we wish to spread word of it more thoroughly, however, we will need extra support, namely yours, if you are so inclined. Wonderful. It's a great help to us, truly. Pray meet me at the Gold Court, and I shall give more detailed account of the circumstances. I believe our collaborators are scheduled to perform there shortly. Ah, you're right. Ere I begin with the explanations, I think it's best to let you first experience this year's main attraction. People of Ul'dah, lend me your ears. Allow me to present to you my dear friends. Present my dear friends, come all the way from the Far East. These are the Globetrotter Otters, this year's ambassadors to the Gold Saucer. We build We bid you join us for the ongoing Make It Rain campaign, where merriment around and dreams are made manifest with mounds of MGP. Whether you wish to play the Cactopot, rare chocobos, or try your hand at Mahjong, there is fun for one and all at the Mandeville Gold Saucer. Globetrotter Otters, she said. Hold on 1 second. Well, I think I read that before. And if we go to the Gold Saucer, we may encounter more of those furry little gentlemen. I suppose it has been a while since my last visit. The Ari performer there is Mistress Auxesia. She and her otter companions hail from the far eastern nation of Naxia. Naxia. I am told Lord Manderville owed her people a great debt. 'Twas he who invited your troop to lead our campaign this year. An apt choice, for they dazzle and delight passerby with their performances. While promotional efforts here at Golden Court are all well and good, we haven't the hands to cover as much ground as we initially envisioned. As such, I thought it prudent to seek out a trustworthy adventurer who could guide one of the otters around town. Ah, this must be our assistant. We are most delighted to meet you, yo. I am Auxesia, and this here is my friend Uzozoke. Isn't this grand, Uzozoke? Yo here is taking you to roam the city. You say she seems a trustworthy sort? My, that's rather high praise coming from you, and quite rare besides. Indeed, I do. For generations, my home village has lived in harmony with otters. Having spent my entire life with them, I am well accustomed to their speech and mannerisms. In fact, Mistress Aljaze is an avid conservationist who has dedicated her life to protecting the otters and their habitats. A portion of the proceeds from this year's campaign will go towards Naxian otter preservation efforts. That they will. It is precisely why I wish to bring as many patrons as possible to the saucer. Their support and yours may save countless otters, so your cooperation would be most appreciated. For promotional purposes, we have prepared you a uniform and a special backpack, not unlike the ones Mistress Adjaze and I are wearing. When you are ready, just say the word and I will present you with the raiments you require. Naxia and its neighbors were ravaged by the conflict between the Empire and the Resistance. My village was no exception, but fate has smiled upon us, you see. When Lord Godbert traveled across the star in his youth to hone his craft, he abided in our village for a time. Moved by the plight that befell my home, he sought to strike a deal that would benefit us all. His earnest wish to repay my people's hospitality rekindled the fires of hope in our hearts. You're ready then? Excellent. Once you have donned your uniform backpack, pray accompany Master Usuke as he makes his rounds of the steps of Gaul. Usuke is possessed of keen instinct for locating crowds, but given the limits of his vocabulary, we'd like you to speak instead and inform patrons of the Gold Saucer's myriad wonders. I know nothing about the Gold Saucer. I've never been. Alier and I have a meeting to attend, but once we have finished, we mean to canvass the steps of Nald with the rest of the Globetrotter Otters in search of potential patrons. May the Kami of Fortune see fit to bless us both. Now, be a good little otter for you, okay? Do keep a sharp eye on okay, my friend. Yeah. Oh my, what a precious little darling you are. Where did you come from? Oh mother, look, isn't he sweet? I think he's trying to tell us something. I see, so they're having a festival at the Gold Saucer. Will there be more adorable animals like him wandering about? That sounds like a dream come true. I'd love to see it for myself. Can we go to the Gold Saucer, mother dearest? Can we? We'll need to consult your father about it. He did recently bring up the subject of taking more family outings, though, so I doubt he'll refuse. Thank you so much for finding us. If you see us at the Gold Saucer, I'd love to spend more time with you. What a masterfully woven tuxedo. Dapper enough to charm fashion aficionados, yet versatile enough to please even the sorely challenged. Who are you, my demeanor of demur, and who are you wearing? Why, I've not seen a classier creature in all my days. Have you some business with us? Ah, yes, the Make It Rain campaign. Lord Godbert always did have a penchant for dressing his mascots in dignified raiments. And I see you were dressed in some striking accoutrements as well. Tell me, as an aficionado of all things fashion, what might I gain from going to the Gold Saucer? Is that right? I normally have no interest in gaudy amusement parks, but that sounds rather promising. Perhaps it's worth experiencing for myself. Thank you, my fuzzy little gent. You have given me a fresh new perspective on the saucer. And that tuxedo is absolutely flawless, I must say. That outfit, awfully familiar. Huh, let me guess, something afoot at the Gold Saucer. Ah, so the Make It Rain campaign has returned, eh? I haven't been to the saucer in an age, but I really ought to change that. We owe much and more to Lord Godbert, after all. Is there something he helped you with? The three of us were Alamegan refugees, you see. The average Eldon didn't take us so kindly to us, and despite our best efforts, our job prospects were slim to none. But Godbert Mandeville changed all that, hired the three of us and more to help build his gold saucer. I don't suppose your companion's tuxedo was based on Senor Sabatender's, was it? Senor Sabatenders is a favorite of mine, him and all he represents. Constitution on the construction on the saucer started soon after the calamity. In those days, Dalamud's aftermath haunted every waking moment of our lives. And yet, despite it all, there was an old Lalafin man among the workers who loved nothing more than to make us laugh. Every day he'd think up some new dance or pose to lift our spirits. Some called him eccentric, but none could deny the joy he brought us. After our work was done and the saucer was built, old Godbert sought that man out and dubbed him the first Seigneur Saboteur. Even now, even if it's not the same man in the suit, I can't help but grin when he strikes his famous pose. It ain't much of my business anymore, but keep on spreading that joy to others, just like our friend did. Any road. I didn't mean to talk your ear off. I'll let you get back to it. And don't you worry, we'll find time to visit the saucer. A warm welcome back to you, Mistress Sun. Your timing is impeccable. Auxesia and I are just returned from the steppes of Nald. I dare say our expeditions were a resounding success. Welcome back, yo. I must extend my thanks to you once again for accompanying dear Usozoke. You ought to thank Yoa as... Is something troubling you, Usozoke? You wish to learn Senor Saboteur's famous pose. What inspired this all of a sudden? Did that occur during your rounds? Ah, so that's the way of it. I imagine Yuzoke yearns to uplift others in the self-same spirit of Senor Sabintender. A noble desire that, and one that can feasibly be arranged. I shall speak with Lord Godbert and request the tutelage of our current Senior Sabintender. Our patronage has thrived thanks in part to his efforts. After all, Master Uzoke's continued endeavors will be a boon to guests and staff alike. Isn't that wonderful, Uzoke? We may never have made this discovery without your assistance, yo. I am in your debt. Well then, I believe it's high time we made our way to the Gold Saucer. Pray meet us there at your earliest convenience, Mistress Sun. Your reward awaits. Oh, thank you for... Yeah, you can tell I haven't been to the Gold Saucer. All these quests. I'm not into mini-games like that. Ah, there you are. Allow me to express my thanks again for spending time with Master Suzuki. He and his fellow Globetrotter otters took to their posing lessons most diligently. Our current senior Sabbath tender was quite impressed with the result, just as I'm sure our clients will be. What's more, I am pleased to report that this year's promotional campaign is proving incredibly profitable. It pays to take the Gold Saucer directly to Old Dial, so to speak, and you are an invaluable asset to our success. In recognition of these efforts, Lord Godbert has expressed interest in personally presenting you with an award. Allow me to take you to him. Yo, welcome, my friend, to the Gold Saucer. Ollie tells me you have done us a great service. Ollier. Promoting our campaign with aplomb. As you can see, the saucer is teeming with satisfied guests. And so, in spirit of innovation with which I pride my craft, 'tis my great privilege to bestow upon you my newest masterpiece. Behold. I present to you Senior Otter, a mammoth crafted to the likeness of our friend Usuzuke. This miniature globetrotter and the backpack we entrusted to you earlier are yours to keep. As Ollier may have mentioned, I have pledged to invest a percentage of our profits into otter preservation efforts, and we are off to a most heartening start. On behalf of all involved, you have my heartfelt gratitude. The Gold Saucer is, and shall ever be, a place of merriment for all who enter, which is why I should hope we can expect your patronage as well. Until then, know that we eagerly await your next visit. Nice. What am I at? 40. Okay. I'm actually either gonna call the video here or combine it with the tour of the new planet when it's available. I'm not sure which. Either way, have a good day and thank you for watching. I'll see you in a second or I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Well, I don't know where this is going to belong in the set of videos, but there's tacos to be made. Yo, son, I presume? Excellent. You fit the description I was given perfectly. My name is Hiroki, and I work as a cook at Aunt T's Tacos. The owner, Kiso Ja, has sent for me to fetch you. She desires your counsel regarding a matter of great import. As soon as possible, now preferably, shall we? Ah, here she is. Let your auntie get a good look at you. Uh, could use a few tacos under that belt, but you're just the one young lady I need. You see, my humble little taco stand here has been steadily gaining popularity. Some even say we're the face of Chilean cuisine, so who better to ask for help, I thought, than the Dawn Servant's trusted companion. If you can put a promise on the throne, you can help me achieve my dream of opening another branch of Auntie's Tacos. A branch in Alexandria, no less. I know, I could hardly believe it when the Rhodesia Consortium reached out to me, just as I was considering prospective locations. But I can't complete all the necessary preparations on my own, not while keeping the shop afloat. That's where you come in. Rumor has it that you're not just a fearless adventurer, but a master artisan. Or was it interpret gatherer? Perhaps both. Someone who knows Alexandria as well as you must have an invaluable perspective over culture. With your wisdom and talents, I know you'll lead us true. We're having our first meeting with the consortium representative later today. There'll be ever so much to talk about and plan. Your old Aunt T can count on you, yes? My, I knew I was right to choose you, Yo. You're a kind soul. Yuki will escort the representative over and we'll have our chat in the building across the way. There's a lovely little table on the second floor, so you go on ahead while your auntie finishes up the last minute business. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Strata, and I represent the Rodonia Consortium. As a former denizen of Yax Terrell, I am no stranger to the delights of Torelli cuisine. I shall do my utmost to see that your tacos achieve as much success in Alexandria as they do in Toliolo. Oh, you're too kind. I'm Tissel Jaw, owner and founder, but please, call me Aunt Till. This is Hyoki, one of our veteran cooks. He keeps our manufactory running. And this is our miracle working assistant, Yo. She's a trusted friend of the Dawn Servants, you know. We may seem the ragtag team, but I promise we'll deliver results. Let us strike to the heart of it, shall we? Ever since travel outside the dome has become possible, the people of Alexandria are tangibly curious about what lies beyond. In particular, the Toro experts who made the journey to Joliolo have returned to Solution 9 with stories of love and nostalgia. Often concerning food, and Auntie's Tacos has been of no inconsiderable subject of discussion, thus catching Rodina's ear. When folk in Alexandria garb truck into my treats, my heart just warms like a skillet. We had a festival here not too long ago. If only you could have seen. Oh, but there I go, rambling away. I'm sure Mistress Rodina has her own thoughts on how best to sell my tacos in Solution 9. Yes, careful planning and execution will be vital to achieving success. Anyone who has seen Alexander would doubtless understand. Tacos don't come in tubes. Precisely. The culinary culture of our nations differs enough to present a certain difficulties when integrating tacos into Alexandrian cuisine. While there are those who prefer fresh produce, most denizens of Solution 9 rely upon a limited variety of processed foodstuffs and nutritional supplements for our meals. Tacos in and of themselves may at first seem confusing if not daunting. I see. Well, I'd like nothing better than to make a taco tailored to Alexandrian tastes. I want my offerings to become standard fare for Solution 9, something that inspires joy. Our tacos boast unparalleled quality. I had assumed our extensive menu would accommodate all tastes, but if tacos are not appreciated from the outset, I suppose that boon is rendered mute. The challenge we face may be significant, but they are not insurmountable. I have taken it upon myself to complete a list of short period goals that the consortium feels will secure success. When we have cleared these goals and feel that all is in readiness, Auntie's Tacos will open its doors in Solution 9. Now then, allow me to explain in detail. My, what an adorable kitty cat. I did not expect to find any outside Solution 9. That's our local stray. Quite the mystery, that one. Some say she snuck aboard a trading vessel, while others guess that she hails all the way from Alexandria. Regardless, between her round figure and cute cry, she's captured all the hearts of Toliolo. We're smitten. Is that so? Something tells me we'll have use of her charms yet. I had a thought that we might start the series of tastings in Solution 9, but our fluffy friend here has inspired another plan of action. To wit, I would first capitalize upon the rumors in circulation regarding your product. With the right advertisement, I'm sure we can capture the hearts and minds of Alexandrians as surely as this cat has charmed Toliolo. Marvelous. We'll provide whatever you need to advertise. Just say the word. Assemble materials you feel represent your brand. Once you're prepared, simply contact me, and I will see your advertisements are distributed throughout Solution 9 accordingly. Well, I'd say we're off to a splendid start. Ah, I sense a kindred spirit in this one, an adorable bundle of taco love. I say we welcome little Taquito to the team for as long as she wishes to help. After all, she's the one who set out our journey into motion. Let's learn from our feline friend and stir up as much intrigue as possible in Alexandria. I want everyone captivated by Aunt T's tacos. Which brings us to preparing advertisements. In Toliol, we lift our voices to kindle growing reputation. But I suppose they do things differently in Solution 9. Advertisements are part of the natural landscape. Then we'll need something that catches the eye. Something delicious, something that screams tacos. Perhaps some science fashion from my stall here. Whatever you can contribute will be much appreciated. If you're a mind to make the full science, Bulgawal's the one to talk to. He always has shiny trinkets on hand. This feels like the start of something magical, yo. Here's to a happy partnership and dreams fulfilled. Okay. Well, I don't know if this is the end of a video, but if it is, peace. And thank you for watching. If not, I'll see you in a second. Alright, this is probably going to be the ending to this video. But we're starting the mining or gathering deliveries for Shadowbringers. Always like some Shadowbringers content. Hello. Yes, what do you need? Every man in his armor wants something today, so I thank you to make it quick. Oh, not here for materials. What are you here for then? Well, I didn't actually ask for a name, but alright. Yo, son, whoever you are. What did you expect me to know you? Because I don't. You're clearly new here. Where are you from, anyway? Same place as the Exarch. Truly, I've always wanted to ask the Exarch about his mysterious homeland, but he's a very busy man and there never seems to be a good time. So tell me, in this land you hail from, does there happen to be a creature called the Samael? No? That's a shame. Well, time for me to take to the field once more. I'll find you yet, my precious Samael. Mark my words. Chief, where are you? Wait just up. You there. Stop that woman. Begging your pardons, but did the chief mention where she was headed? Outside again. Doesn't she know how much trouble she causes when she abandons her posts? Forgive me, it's not my fault. My intent to take it out on you. I'm Yolana of the Hortorium, and the woman I'm furious with is Chief Queshe Ray of the Facet of Gathering. Seeing as you've only just met, I've loved to ask this of you, but could you go after the chief? I'm afraid I don't have the wind to give chase. In all likelihood, she's headed to the Amuro launch. Fury, you might be able to catch her before she leaves the Crustarium and goes off to heavens knows where. Thank you so much. When you find her, please see that she comes to the Historium. Meanwhile, I'll keep an eye out nearby just in case. Oh, it's you again. What do you need now? Wait, don't tell me. You wish to assist me with my fieldwork, isn't that right? Well, who am I to deny such enthusiasm? Come along, my friend, come along. God, of all the people to see me leave, it had to be Alana. I wasn't even planning to be away long. Alright, I'll head to the Historium. You're coming too, of course. I'm sure Yolana will want to thank you for doing a fine job of catching me. I'm working to improve the strains of fruit we grow. There's nothing like a sweet and succulent morsel to lift people's spirits. If players could kill, I'd be dead thrice over. Ah, there you are. Thank you so much for finding the chief. Now, we don't have much to offer in the way of hospitality, but as a small token of my gratitude, I'd be happy to tell you about our facility. Here at the Oratorium, we primarily conduct agricultural research to improve our ability to cultivate crops. On any given day, you'll find us developing new plant strains and fertilizers and experimenting with new cultivation techniques. The fruits of our labors find use at Steve, the Custarium Orchard, which provides food for our citizens. At the behest of the Facet of Gathering, we also analyze resources found across Norvent. Indeed. Our miners and botanists sometimes make unusual finds, and these are brought here for closer examination. You see, the task of the Facet of Gathering isn't simply to gather. We also strive to identify and manage resources. In a world such as ours, we must use our resources responsibly, that they might be conserved for prosperity. In a sense, what we do is not unlike the work of the folk called naturalists in the days before the flood. This stands testament to a man's enduring and unquenchable desire to cast light upon the unknown, be it flora or fauna or otherwise. Ha! Ha 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 ha. As you can see, the chief is something of a character, but in spite of her oddities, she's respected by her colleagues and peers. This is because her knowledge is vital in ensuring that the Crystarium is well provisioned. Though, from my perspective, It's difficult to see her more than a self-absorbed woman who buries us with endless tasks. When I sought her out earlier, it was to deliver the results of her latest analysis. But what should I find but her trying to sneak outside? It's not the first time either. Of late she's been obsessed with finding the Samuel, a nigh mythical creature, and runs off whenever my back is turned. She's not a child anymore, for goodness sake. And you're not my mother. Keep up that nagging, your wrinkles are liable to grow wrinkles. Come, yo, let's flee this place, else Yolanda will turn us into fertilizer. Running off again, and I have no wrinkles, thank you very much. Just to be clear, I do not turn people into fertilizer. Where is it? There it is. Ah, we managed to escape the Harpy's clutches. Don't tell Yolanda I said that. She has no sense of humor. Nor does she understand the romance of a mythical creature. Now then, you weren't familiar with the Samuel, as I recall. It's the name of an ancient and enormous beast of moored legend. How enormous, you ask? If you've been to Armory, you have seen a colossal ribcage. That's how enormous it is, assuming it indeed belonged to the Samuel. We're still not certain at this stage. You see, while there are tales of people being licked or nearly stepped on, rather bafflingly, no one alive has managed to catch sight of the creature, until now at any rate. While attending an excavation, one of Horium's researchers claimed to have encountered what he believed was the Samuel. I have a good feeling about this. The mere thought of shedding light on this mystery sets your heart aflutter, does it not? But of course it does. And you wish to find the Samuel as much as I do. Very well. Very well. I hereby name you Captain Son of the Samuel Search Squad. With your combination of combat and gathering prowess, I'm confident you'll do an excellent job, especially with me as your intelligence officer. Lest you worry that Yolanda will come nagging, note that our mission is entirely serious and within the scope of the facet's objectives. After all, knowledge of fauna and all fauna are real until proven otherwise. It is critical to resource management. But without further ado, my dear Captain, I bid you venture forth to Armoring, where you are to search for evidence of Samuel. I await your discoveries with bated breath. Hey. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.